Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new Infernity deck. I've never actually made an Infernity deck. They're pretty complicated, pretty hard, not very good. If I was to break down what is not very good about them, we're locked on their good cards. Like if we had more of this, it'd be very good. If you have no cards in your hand, target one Infernity card in your graveyard and one card your opponent controls. Banish the first one, destroy the second one. I feel that's not too overpowered for Duel Links. If we had more of those, I think that'd be perfectly fine. We got this new trap. Activate only when an Infernity monster is selected for an attack while you control no cards. Destroy the attacking monsters, special summon one Eternity. Very strong, just hard to get off. So, we're not getting the strongest. They have a lot of, there's clearly synergy with no hands, but each of them is just all over the place, so the synergy is kind of disconnected, and the win condition is just never clear. It's not good enough. So there's a lot of problems with the archetype. I'm sure it could be easily fixed by releasing specific cards from the archetype, and maybe more of their better cards. But for now, we're working with what we got. So, really the core card is Snipe Hunter. He helps you throw away all your hand. He helps you clear the field. He's a very strong card. The best Infernity card, of course, is Necromancer. We only have one, so maybe if we had more Necromancers too. When this card's normal summons, change to defense. It's 0 attack, 2000 defense. If you have no cards in your hand, this card gains following effect. You get a special summon an Infernity monster from your graveyard. Very strong effect. This guy, he can't be destroyed when you have no cards. This guy, he can special summon when you have no cards, and he can make sure your Infernity monster is not destroyed. You banish him from your graveyard. Here, our little beetle will summon 2 of themselves when you have no cards. That's pretty much the main way we're getting out our 100 Eyes, is with that combo. Infernity Avenger is also a very strong card we only have one of. When a monster you control except Infernity Avenger is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Very, very strong. You gotta, of course, have no cards in your hand. And he is a tuner, in fact. We're also using something outside the archetype, Scapegoat. He's another little tuner and helps stall. And then we have ways to hurt our life points because we're using Fleeting Hand. If you don't know what Fleeting Hand does from my other videos, you return a certain number of cards to your hand and you'll either put an Infernity monster we don't have in the game onto the top of your deck. He's pretty good. He'll special summon himself when you have no cards in your hand besides him, obviously. Or you can summon a Necromancer from outside your deck. That's pretty much the main play of the deck, and it takes 2 cards to return from your hand. Or you could get an Infernity Launcher for 3. Usually you're not going to be using that one. So we want ways to lower our life points, because your life points have to be 2,000 lower than your opponent's. So it's pretty tricky, especially when you're poking at your opponent with a Dice Baby. He starts to take the damage. And then just Infernity Protection Traps. As for the extra deck, we're using Archfiend's Call, because I'd say he's like the best level 6 Synchro right now. In any level 6 Synchro, we use our Infernity Beetle's effect to chain into our 100 Eyes. 100 Eyes will banish a dark monster from the graveyard and take on their effect. So you can banish your Archfiend's Call, you can banish a Snipe Hunter, gain their effects. Very useful. And Archfiend Call himself is just very strong. We have a 5 and a 7, just in case something weird happens and we're able to make them. It can happen, but they're not your core plays, so only one of each. Other than that, guys, this deck isn't competitive. This archetype still has a ways to go. We're getting a lot of it. Maybe a box will come and we'll get some support for Infernity that's actually good, and then all these cards will be like 6 Sam. The old way it was played is hardly relevant, and there'll be a whole new way to play it. Till then, though, like I said, we're playing with what I got, so I hope you guys enjoy the replays, and thanks for watching. Okay, fighting a Jaden. Going first. This deck doesn't mind going first at all. Let's see what we're dealing with. So, we have our Dark Core. We have our ways to hurt our life points. Opponent double sets and tries to end. We're gonna hit him with a Cosmic Cyclone. We hit a Wall of D. We get a Necromancer, so we're gonna get fast and loose with our Beetle, but we get hit with a Drowning Mirror Force. Start the duel over. He sets another 2. My turn once again. Top deck into our boy Guardian. You swing with him, get hit with another Drowning Mirror Force. That one's prismatic this time. Now he's going to use a set poly to bring out an Elemental Hero Shiny. He's going to tie-step bind that boy up to 2700. We only have 300 life points left, guys, but that's going to be more than enough for our effect. We don't need it just yet because we got our Snipe Baby. We're going to throw away Dark Core. 66% of the time, it works every time, guys. So we got to just take these double sixes to the chin. End our turn. We still have a Mirror Wall to protect ourselves. Now he normal summons a Keeper Magic. He's going to use Miracle Contact to make a Brave Neos with the Neos from his graveyard. Tie-step binds 2800. That is not enough to get over a Mirror Wall. Bind to the Neos. Save our Snipe Hunter. Lose our Mirror Wall, but guess what, guys? We have Infernity Beetle. He's going to tribute himself to bring out 2 Infernity Beetles. That's going to bring out our Archfiend's Call. Now from Archfiend's Call, we turn that into 100 Eyes Dragon. Now 100 Eyes Dragon can copy the effect of a Dark Monster from our graveyard. We're going to copy our Necromancer and special summon the Infernity Beetle for a follow-up play next turn. Destroy the Shining. He's in top deck mode, guys. He top decks, draws nothing, has to scoop. Fantastic stuff. Okay, here we are fighting a Mako. Going first. That looks like 30 cards to me, but he is using Mystic Depths. So we start with a tuner, start with some traps. We're going to set Avenger because he works well from the graveyard anyway with his effects. So let him attack. Here he's going to use an Abyss Megalo. He's going to search the equip card that negates a spell card. He's going to use it. Now he's going to use the equip card that negates a trap card. Here, I'm going to bait out the trap one with a trap. He negates the effects, but the Mirror Wall gets to stay there. He loses the equip card. Now I get to use the Mirror Wall to get into range to use my skill. I'm going to use my skill. I'm going to send 2 from my hand to the deck. I'm going to special summon from outside of my deck a Necromancer. Necromancer is going to be able to special summon our Avenger. That's going to be 4 plus 5. That's going to make an Armades right out. Then we're going to use Infernity Break. We're going to banish one of our Infernity monsters, destroy the Megalo. Then our Armades is going to be able to attack directly. We're going to have an Armades and a Mirror Wall, while he's only going to have 2 cards and he's going to have to come back. So he was tired of it. He made me wait the whole time, and he's just going to scoop right after our Necromancer comes. But that's the play. So Necromancer is going to special summon Avenger. That's going to be a 5. Then we use Infernity Break to destroy his Megalo, and we break the field. We're set up nice. Very good stuff, guys. Okay, facing the Dark Signer, Carly Carmine versus the Dark Signer, Colin Kessler. We're supposed to be on a team. We're not supposed to be fighting each other. But here we are. The world plays out. Sorry for blocking. I'm trying to fix my webcam. So, pretty bad hand. We're going to Cosmic Cyclone that one back row. Was another Cosmic Cyclone. We're going to set our Beetle. We had other plays. If we were to set our Dark Core and then special summon 2 Beetles, we'd have no hand, which means Infernity Force would be live. All sorts of good stuff. But we don't need to make that play because our opponent is not making aggressive plays of his own. So we're going to top deck Patriarch, normal summon him, and go into an Archfiend's Call. So we still have our Mirror Wall, still have an Infernity Force. He's setting. It is Fortune Ladies, but he's not getting any plays, obviously. We hit him with a 2500 again. Now we got an Avenger, but nothing to really do with him. He sets another one. We've got another Mirror Wall, swing in again, because we don't have to worry about anything being targeted with our Archfiend's Call. It's very useful. Here we're going to try to get lower than our opponent. You have to get 2,000 lower, so if your opponent doesn't have 2,000 life points, there's no real way you can do it. I thought when I was doing this that your life points had to be half of your opponent's, but it's like, no, it has to be even lower. So after he uses Parshath, there was just no way even before to do this. He brings out his Parshath in defense. I'm still going to Dark Core him regardless because he's face up. Then we get a Destroy his Tuner. Still a blank board. We know that back row can't touch us, so he's got to scoop, guys. Great stuff. Okay, finding Sartorius. Going second. He is in fact the Master of Destiny. The skill will be nerfed a little bit. It's still going to be used, definitely. He's going to set 2. We have a handful of monsters this time, so we're going to bring out the Snipe Hunter. Just go crazy on all this back row. Hit both of them first try. Get a Drowning Mirror Force in the chase. Hit him for 2,500. It's a risky move because it really locks us out of our skill. Now we have to get to 500 or below to actually activate our skill. Here he's going to help us out with that. Hits us, our poor Snipe Hunter, with double heads, and we're destroyed. I'm going to Dark Core my Cosmic Cyclone away to banish that Twin Barrel. Set our Scape Ghost, who will protect us for a moment. Now he's got a Blast Spider, but we get tokens, and we have no cards in our hand, which means our Avenger is going to be able to come out, be another body on the field for us. Top deck into Infernity Break. We'd be able to use it, and we are immediately, to see if he has a Desperado to clear our board for us. He does not, so he has to use a Time Wizard to clear our board for us. Clears the board, hits the board, 500 to the face. Not the worst way that could have gone. Now we get a Snipe Baby of our own. He's going to be able to swing over a Time Wizard, no problem. What can he do with 3 cards? Forced to set. Will we get lucky with the Snipe Hunter? You betcha. That's a 3. 1,500 is game. Or is it? With the Bacon Saver, stops the attack, but that's just another turn of stalling. Here he gets Cup of Ace, gives me the cards. That's a scoop, guys. So, Infernities are not there yet. Infernities have a way to go. I'm sure the archetype itself has plenty of cards that can make it relevant, and they'll probably come to us in the form of a box and all sorts of stuff like that. And then all these random disconnects of support will link together and it'll be a good deck. But until then, just sit back on these cards and don't even worry about them, guys. Thanks for watching.